Guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're taking a train ride with my son Zachary and his family. So Poppa-D and Mimi rode the train to see the Easter Bunny. This is going to be my Easter video. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go.
Don't lose them. Don't lose your ticket. Don't lose your ticket.
Hold on to them tight. The wind's blowing.
Don't be like Polar Express.
Little Miss Eva had to hand the tickets out to everybody.
Thank you, baby.
Your ticket, Amy.
Thank you. People want to ride up there, so I send them away. Thank you. All right, let's go.
Then I have our bracelets. Do we put them on there?
You put them on when you get on the train. We just need this to get on the train and that to get in the building.
Okay. Where do we get on at?
This car is air conditioned, the others up there are open windows.
Open window air conditioning.
All
We decided on the air conditioning car because
This car you have to start spreading the
Little Miss Wren does not like the open air. Wow. We got choo-choo train to ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, look. We're moving. Choo-choo. Woo-hoo. Away.
What do you think about that, Chex? Huh?
Look, who is that?
Wait, look, who's that?
Look, that Easter bunny.
Look who got on the train.
Look at the sucker.
The bunny.
The Easter bunny has a sucker for you. The Easter bunny has a sucker. Oh, the bunny's not there. You're scared. Oh no, you're gonna make the Easter bunny cry.
He's got
You want the bunny sitting on us?
He's got the
He's a
bunny.
good friend. Whoa, say thank you. Oh, is the Easter bunny your friend now? Oh yeah, we're friends.
No, she likes lollipops too.
And he's got
Oh,
the bunny.
you love Mr. Bunny.
Thank you, Mr. Bunny.
Thank you, Mr. Bunny. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you. Did you go see the bunny? Yeah.
Holding on to you for your life now.
I am her travel buddy, apparently.
Yeah.
She has got a
Love the bunny.
She's got a grip on me.
We like the bunny from afar.
What, baby? Wow. I saw it.
Back up. Get a picture. She has got a grip on me. And she won't let go to get a pic.
Is that Mr. Conductor?
That's Mr. Conductor.
Y'all got your private car. What else did you want?
I know, right?
How did that happen?
Did you use all the Easter bunny? Well, good. You saw him and he gave you candy too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Maybe you're not going to let that buddy hurt you today.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. We went on this train ride. Lots of people here. We're the only ones on this car. Had a private car. Okay, let's take a little ride around the North Carolina Transportation Museum.
Let us never ever cup, a love carved in stone. Love carved in stone. That's me and my baby. A love carved in stone. Yeah! Carve it, baby. That's me and my baby. A love carved in stone. That's me and my baby. A love carved in stone. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's Easter week. A lot of things have gone through my mind this week, and I wanted to sit on the porch actually and sing a little bit, but I'm going to record it. Jesus died for our sins so that we could be forgiven. Back in Old Testament times, you would have to bring an offering to a priest, and the priest would offer that sacrifice for forgiveness of sins to God. And the priest would do that, and we would bring that during the Passover time. You bring your offerings to the priest. And oftentimes that was a lamb. If you had a lamb, you bring a spotless lamb. And Jesus became the lamb that died for our sins. So the name of this song is called Watch the Lamb. Walking on the road to Jerusalem, the time had come to sacrifice again. My two small sons, they walked beside me on the road. The reason that they came was to watch the lamb. And they said, Daddy, Daddy, what will we see there? There's so much that we don't understand. So I told them of Moses and Father Abraham. And then I said, dear children, watch the Lamb, for there will be so many in Jerusalem today. We must be sure this little lamb doesn't run away. And I told them of Moses and Father Abraham. Then I said, dear children, watch the Lamb. And when we reached the city, I knew something must be wrong. There were no joyful worshipers there, no joyful worship songs. I stood there with my children in the midst of angry men. And then I heard the crowd cry out, let's crucify them. We tried to leave the city, but we could not get away. Forced to play in this drama, a part I did not wish to play. Why upon this day were men condemned to die? Why must we be standing right here where soon they would pass by? I looked and said, well, even now they come. The first one cried for mercy. The people gave him none. The second one was violent. He was arrogant and loud. I can still hear his angry voice screaming at the crowd. Then someone said, there's Jesus, and I scarce believed my eyes. A man so badly beaten, he barely looked alive. Blood poured from his body, from the thorns upon his brow, running down the cross and falling to the ground. I watched him as he struggled. I watched him as he fell. The cross came down upon his back, and the crowd began to yell. In that moment, I felt such agony. In that moment, I felt such loss. Until a Roman soldier grabbed my arm and screamed, "You! Carry his cross!" At first, I tried to resist him, but then his hand reached for his sword. And so I knelt and I took the cross from the Lord. I placed it on my shoulder and we started down the street. The blood that he'd been shedding was running down my cheek. They led us to Golgotha. They drove nails deep in his feet and hands. Yet upon the cross I heard him pray, "Father, forgive them." Oh, never have I seen such love in any other eyes. Into thy hands I commit my spirit, he prayed, and then he died. I stood for what seemed like years. I'd lost all sense of time, until I felt those tiny little hands holding tight to mine. My children stood there weeping. I heard the oldest say, "Father, please forgive us." The lamb ran away. Daddy, Daddy, what have we seen here? There's so much that we don't understand. So I took them in my arms. We turned and faced the cross. And then I said, "Dear children, watch the Lamb." Guys, I'm going to try to sing one more, kind of a blend of two songs. I was in the crowd the day that Jesus died. And as he hung upon the cross, his mother cried. I saw the crown of thorns he wore, the stripes upon his back. The water ran, the blood ran out, and then the sky turned black. My mind was filled with anger. My heart was filled with shame. This man brought only healing. Who could bring him pain? Why does it seem the strong always victimize the weak? And suddenly I found myself standing to my feet. And I cried, "Who nailed him there? This child of peace and mercy. Who nailed him there? Come and face me like a man. Who nailed him there?" Then the crowd began to mock me. I cried, "Oh my God, I just don't understand." Then I turned and saw the hammer in my hand. I am just a paramedic, an ordinary man. I love my wife and children. I do the best I can. How could I have killed him? There must be someone else. There's got to be an answer. I just can't blame myself. Who nailed him there? This child of peace and mercy. Who nailed him there? Come and face me like a man. Who nailed him there? Then the crowd began to mock me. I cried, "Oh my God, I just don't understand." Then I turned and saw the hammer I nailed him there, this child of peace and mercy. I nailed him there. I am the guilty man. I nailed him there with my sins and my transgressions. I cried, oh my God, now I understand. When I turned and saw the hammer in my hand. Think about this, guys. And does he still feel those nails every time I fail? Does he hear the crowd cry, crucify, again and again? Am I causing him pain? Then I know I've got to change. I just can't bear the thought of hurting him. For he is holy, holy, holy is the Lord. Worthy, worthy, worthy is the Lord. I want to wish each and every one of you guys a happy Easter. I thank God for saving my soul. I thank Him for sending Jesus here to die for our sins, but for my sins. And I thank Him that even though I fail Him from time to time, He's still there to forgive me and keep me. God bless you. Have a great Easter. And I'll catch you guys later on down the road.